Wagwan family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is DJ Ninja 254 on YouTube. I'm coming live from Africa, to be precise, Kenya in Eastern Africa, Africa the motherland. Today, we are diving into the spiritual realm of music as we explore why Jamaica shines so brightly in the realm of gospel reggae. Let's embark on this soulful journey together. So guys, before I go on to right into the topic, this is my environment today. This is the western side of Kenya in Africa. As you can see, people have prepared the farm. Africa is very amazing, guys. We don't experience seasons like winter and so forth, just sunny and rainy. Like at the moment, it's rainy season. That is why people are planting. So this is the environment, guys. It's a gentle sloping land going down there, and with so many trees. And these trees that are their majority, they were brought up by the Indians when they were constructing the Kenya railways. That was in the 1890s. They brought these trees. They're known as eucalyptus. There are so many and famous in Kenya. So this is the environment, guys. You can have a look down there. This is where they extract stones and ballasts. It's actually dangerous. I'm doing this just so that for you guys to have a look. Interesting. And there's a road going down there. I've just placed my bike over there. It helps me to maneuver around and not incur a lot of costs when trying to look for content for you guys. Over here, this is the makeshift tripod. I've just cut here so that when I place my phone on this tripod, let me place it just like that. You can be able to view me. Simplicity. And I've placed some stones inside so that it can be heavy, so that it cannot end up falling down. With these stones and this tripod, we are ready to go. I think we should now embark on the topic of today. Welcome. Contrary to the belief of a majority or some of the people who hold that a large percentage of Jamaicans are Rastafarians, are indeed wrong, because Jamaica, a large percentage of Jamaica is actually made up of Christians. Large percentage of Jamaica are actually Christians. To be precise, more than 70% of Jamaicans are indeed Christians. Jamaica is indeed the pioneer of reggae music in general. When you talk of reggae music, you must talk of Jamaica. Gospel reggae is also believed to have sprouted from Jamaica. Gospel reggae, to those who don't know, is the art of applying Christian or gospel music to the reggae rhythms and beats. The person who is hailed as or rather credited as the pioneer of reggae genre in Jamaica is known as Lester Lewis. He came up with a song, Every Time I Read My Bible, that came out, I think, in the late 1980s from my research. Later on, one of Lewis' gospel reggae songs by the title Jesus is a Winner Man was covered by an international gospel artist known as Ron Kenoly. Sorry for that, guys. Ron Kenoly. From then, gospel reggae has been on an upward trajectory, and it is undoubtedly the fastest growing genre in the reggae music industry as I speak. Guys, I'm not biased in any way. When I say that 70% of Jamaicans are Christians, I understand Jamaica is a free state with a freedom of worship. All religions are welcome. Similarly, on this channel, I welcome your views from whatever the place. But because this topic of today is dwelling on a gospel reggae, which is touching on Christians, I have to give the facts that way. I'm not in any way biased. Of course, I love my religion, but I welcome any other person and I respect whatever religion you have. So let's digress. Initially, gospel reggae was not welcomed by some Christians due to, reggae, the origin of reggae was associated with the Rastafari movement. And it wasn't welcomed or rather well received by some Christians. Some were saying that introducing reggae to church was diluting the faith and introducing secularization. And so there was some kind of resistance, like reggae. But eventually it is with us. Irrespective of this, of reggae music not being welcomed, the younger generation of Christians were drawn to it and they relate well to the reggae music, gospel reggae music. They relate to it. They were drawn and they are continuously being drawn by gospel reggae. In fact, some reggae artists who were in the Rastafari movement have converted to Christianity and adopted gospel reggae as their primary style. For instance, we have artists like Sanchez, Papa San, the late Noradin, Stitchy, George Nooks, and so many others. Currently, at the moment, a lot of gospel reggae artists have sprung up all over the Caribbean nations and globally. Artists like Positive from Tobago, Jamin Edward from Jamaica, Jason Mighty, DJ Nicholas, Samuel Medas, Jaron Nas, and many others. Also, DJs really are spreading the gospel reggae through social media. DJ like DJ Proclaimer from UK and so many others. If you look at the YouTube, in fact, here in Kenya, there's one DJ known as ZJ Dero. You might think that he's from the Caribbean. His channel is dedicated on playing just reggae music from the Caribbean, majority of the Caribbean nations. I understand there are so many other artists here in Africa, like Shasha Male, we have Bucci, and so many others. His channel is dedicated to reggae music only, reggae mixes only, so that a lot of lives can be changed, can be reached. It's like evangelism on social media. Jamaica is indeed blessed. In the midst of the swaying palms and gentle breezes of Jamaica, there is a divine connection that lies between music and spirituality. The deep-rooted Christian tradition in Jamaica, combined with its vibrant musical culture, sets the stage for gospel reggae to flourish like nowhere else on earth. Gospel reggae is more than just a genre, it's a ministry. It allows gospel artists to express their faith and spread the message of God's love through uplifting rhythms and powerful lyrics. From the melodies to the heartfelt lyrics, gospel reggae speaks to the soul, offering hope, redemption, and a source of divine presence. Whether it's the soul-stirring vocals, the infectious beats, or the powerful testimonies of faith, gospel reggae transcends cultural boundaries and speaks to the universal language of the heart. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm so grateful for your love and support. If this is your first time on this channel, kindly consider to subscribe. If you are my returning subscriber, I appreciate, I'm forever grateful for always coming back to watch my videos. So there you have it, fam. Jamaica isn't just a land of reggae. It's a sanctuary of faith and music where gospel reggae reigns supreme. Until next time, Jah blessings.